Hello, sports fans. I'm Steven Hill for JustMyPicks.com, and I'm bringing you the special breakdown of the first round series between the New York Knicks taking on the Boston Celtics. These two teams are now rivals for life, it seems. These two teams go back to the 80s, the 70s, and it's just been so much competition. I know earlier in this season we had the Carmelo Anthony, and also we had the Kevin Garnett saga where words were exchanged and it was a heated argument. But now this series, it's going to be intense. It's going to raise their bar of rivalry to another level. Without Rajon Rondo, the Celtics are at a loss, but they still have Avery Bradley, they still have Jason Terry, they still have Paul Pierce, Kevin Garnett, and Jeff Green. Jeff Green has been balling out of this world. But the biggest task in this, can Carmelo Anthony and the New York Knicks advance to the second round? Melo has not been good his whole career with advancing in the playoffs. He can score, he can do all these other things on offense, but the biggest knock on him, he is not a superstar yet because he cannot continually advance his team out of the first round. This matchup wise is one of the best series we're going to see, because you have to look at the Knicks with their 3-point shooting, and Boston, they still can play defense. They may not be able to score with the best of them. Since losing Ray Allen, we've seen a dip in their points per game, and since losing Rondo, you've seen a loss in assists and also a loss in three-pointers. But when it comes down to it, who can close in this series? Can Carmelo Anthony do his job, what he was brought to New York to do when he signed that 3-year extension, $50-odd million? This is what they brought him here for, this time of year. Mike Woodson is a solid coach. We know that the Knicks are struggling with injuries, but I think they have enough firepower with Steve Novak with that discount double check. Also with J.R.Smith. If Tyson Chandler comes back healthy, they'll have that big that they need to secure the middle so that the Celtics can't just run rampant in the middle. They might be lucky enough to get Amari Stoudemire back. Yeah, you never know. We've seen him come back in the playoffs before. But also, Carmelo, I looked at him to dominate in this series. There's nobody on the Celtics that can physically stop him from scoring. So I think Jeff Green will man the most of that responsibility. I think that this series might go 7 games. Just because Doc Rivers is a solid Hall of Fame coach. He can put players in the places where to be, and they have that unity in Boston. Even with the Boston bombings at the Boston Marathon, this city will be pumped. There'll be knit. There'll be a lot of energy in that atmosphere. And the Boston Celtics will be feeding off that energy when they do play in Boston. So I'm looking for the New York Knicks to win this series in 7 games. I think Carmelo Anthony and J.R.Smith will get the job done. And I think that the Boston Celtics just won't have enough firepower. I feel like Paul Pierce is a solid shooting guard still, and Kevin Garnett is a solid power forward still, but they don't have those legs like they used to. And I think that Carmelo, this is his time right now. You can check me out at JustMyPicks.com. You can also follow me on Twitter at JustMyPicksTV. You can also check me out on YouTube, YouTube.com/JustMyPicksTV. Thank you very much for subscribing, and please comment.